All right. So that's the first deal, $12,600.
That's
And
my
there's the
first
proof.
deal. Right there, baby. Driving for dollars. Let's go.
And where does the $100 came from?
Can you guess?
The $100 is it the EMD?
That's right.
Okay.
Well,
So
the check says 12,600, but
right.
the deal assignment fee was 12,500.
Gotcha.
I got the $100 back.
So basically, dude, you turn $100, you turn $100 into $12,500.
And like you talk about on your channel, a lot of people want to say, I don't have money, I don't have this. $100,
Sound like a little bitch,
12,000,
right?
12,000 bucks. Hey, even a little
Yeah.
bitch for $100.
Right. Dude, they're all dude. You know, I said it all the time. You're either making money or you're making excuses.
Yep.
Right? And if you're always making excuses and say, I can't do this, I can't do that, I don't have the resource, I don't have the mentorship, I don't have the knowledge, dude, you sound like a little bitch.
Look, all
right?
I did was I got in the car and I was just looking. And I was, okay, this one's got overgrown grass. This one's got a blown out roof. And this deal came from, believe it or not, broken blinds.
Broken blinds.
I was driving and I was like, yo, what's going on right there? And in the front window, I saw broken blinds. I was like, we'll mark that one down.
You'll be like, dude, that's money right there, baby. Dude.
I saw money, man.
Yeah, dude. So you're like, that's 12,000, and you're like, that's 12,000 G. That's 12 G's right there, baby.
Yeah, well, other people were just driving by, just going about their day. I saw the broken blinds. I was like, that's money right there.
Hell yeah, dude. So before I got into real estate, right? Probably majority of the people, when you guys, go look, you always look at the nice houses, right? And first-time home buyers, same thing. They're always looking for the nice house, the move-in ready. There is no money to be made. There is no equity for you. So that's why I said, dude, if you want to make money in real estate, you got to think like an investor, not a homeowner. Because now, dude, bro, driving for dollar have been complete. Like once you're exposed, where you're able to make money from these rundown houses, driving is not going to be the same anymore. Because every house you pass by, you'll be like, hey, that's a potential 20K. That's 12K, dude, bro. So we just recently bought a house, which is where we're going to keep it as an Airbnb. And I did a YouTube video on that. If you haven't checked it out, go to the last video that I post. But bro, when we were driving home, the wife, dude, she saw this rundown house and she's like, Khang, pulled in. We got to get the address. We can send it to the VA. They can skip trace. I said, Lon, come on, man, shit.
You know what I said, saw? You know what I saw the other day? I was out and about. I don't know what I was doing, and I saw a sale for a state sale. A sign for a estate sale. I was like, boom, that's a lead.
Hell yeah, dude, bro. You know what? A lot of people actually don't talk about estate sale. Bro, I need to do a video talking about estate sale. So for those of you who don't understand, man, estate sale is like a garage sale, dude. It's a gold mine. Let me tell you why. The property that we just closed on was an estate sale. They were dude, bro. They were doing a big yard sale, man, because they trying to get rid of all these, obviously the estate stuff, right?
Yeah.
Bro, those are gold mine. I'm so glad that you mentioned, man. I have to do a video on that.
Yeah.
But for those of you, man, you see garage sales, man. You see estate sales. Those are gold mine. Garage sales, go up and if the house look rundowns, just approach the owner and ask them if they want to sell.
Exactly. Yep. Exactly.
Right. And listen, if you tell me, well, Khang, I'm nervous, I'm scared. Stop being a little bitch. Stop being a little bitch, dude. Focus on what matter. What matter, dude, is you're gonna get that 20 G's payday, bro. That's what matters.
Exactly.
Anyways, Rico, bro, I'm excited to have you on, man. And for those of you, man, if you enjoy this interview, be sure to show my guest, myself, some love. Boom, smash the thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the family. Be sure to boom, smash that subscribe button. And if you haven't hit me up on Instagram and Facebook, Twitter, go to Real King Khang. If you recently closed your first deal, I need you to show me proof, just like Rico did. Rico, show me that money, dude. Show me a picture.
Want to see it again?
Yeah, dude, show me all the checks, baby.
Show it again?
Show it again, dude. Show it again, baby.
So here's the first one I got right here. The first deal, the first money I ever made, wholesaling real estate, from driving for dollars. I was driving in the neighborhood. I saw broken blinds. Okay.
And that broken blinds,
I
$100 turn into $12,500. So if you recently closed your first deal, DM me with the proof on Instagram. I love to get you on an interview. The reason I do this is basically to give back to the people that are new into the game. They're struggling. They don't know where to start, what to do. They're also, trying to get their first deal. And hopefully Rico will be able to break down exactly how he negotiated, got the deal, found the buyer, all of that. So be sure to take notes. But once again, knowledge without execution is worthless. So make sure after this, dude, you go take massive action, and I'll see you on the next interview. Rico, let's go, baby.
Let's do it.
So Rico, man, a little background about yourself, man, and then how you got into wholesaling. Are you doing it full time right now, or what's going on, man?
Yeah, definitely. So I've always been entrepreneurial. When I was a little kid, I wanted to be a DJ. So that was my first, we'll call it a real business, right? I was going out there, I was telling myself, I was talking to club owners, I was getting paid to do a service, right? So that's kind of what I first started doing. So I was, a teenager, I was doing clubs and stuff like that. So I've always been entrepreneurial. And then in college, I was looking for an extra job to make money while I was going to business school. And my landlord was out front and he was like picking up some stuff or whatever. And I was like, hey, do you have any jobs like that I could have? Looking for anybody to work? And he was like, yeah, actually stop by the office. So I started out doing demos. I was doing the demos.
Okay.
Like flooded out apartments. So I was going in there. I was taking out the drywall. I was taking out nails out of the studs. I was doing all that. And I thought this job sucked, right? So next thing you know, I tell the owner, I was like, look, I'm looking to learn some business stuff. And he was like, okay. So he threw me in there. Next thing you know, I'm doing leasing. I'm managing apartments. All kinds of crazy stuff, right? So then I fell in love with real estate. I was like, you know what? One day I want to do real estate. And then fast forward, then I started hearing about wholesaling and on YouTube. And I was like, wholesaling. So then I went into this, a lot of people, they hear about something and then they start just researching it for the next couple of weeks or what have you. So I was like, I want to check this out. So I started learning about it. It sounds easier than what it is. Some people have a different journey, right? It took me, like I mentioned, 16 months, but it sounds easier than what it is. You do got to grind. You do got to have the right mindset. You got to know what you're doing, right? But after I heard about it, did some research, and one day I told myself I'm going to fully commit to this. And now I've done somewhere around 6 figures in fees, and I have a team of 4 cold callers, 2 acquisition managers, and I'm doing the dispositions on my end. So I'm doing this full time now. I was a salesperson for another company, and the revenue and the income was far exceeding what I was doing at my job, where it became an opportunity cost. So that's when I decided, you know what, let's go full time into the wholesaling, and that's what I do now.
Woo, Rico! I want to say, bro, dude, I want to say congrats, man. Ton of respect to you, man. And you said it all, dude. The thing is that a lot of people think that they get into entrepreneurship, that they'll be able to quit their job within a few months and become a millionaire within a year. But 99% of the time, that's not how it works. Rico said it, man. Dude, once you got to commit, and then you got to understand that it's going to be a grind. Dude, it's going to be a climb to that mountain. But once you get to the top of the mountain, dude, bro, you get to smell that fresh air, the little Benji flying around, dude. Right? But climbing to the top, bro, right? That's why I said the knowledge is free, but the hustle is sold separately. Mm-hmm. Some people take 30 days, others take 6 months. Rico took 1.5 years to get it done. But what matters is he got it done. He commit, stick with it, and now he turned this into a freaking 6-figure a year business?
Hopefully moving on to a 7-figure business.
Hell yeah, bro. You're a badass, dude. So Rico, man, let's talk about this deal, bro. Break it down. So we know it's driving for dollars. After that, what happened?
Yeah, so driving for dollars. So what I did was, at the time, I didn't know how to skip trace on a mass scale. So I wasn't using these websites where you upload a CSV and all that. I didn't know anything about that. So I went to a free website, fastpeoplesearch.com, and
Okay.
I
Nice.
found the information, and then I just called from my phone. And at this time, I didn't know anything about dialers, so I was
Yep.
just cold calling. I would make a list of driving for dollars. I would put it in a Google sheet, and I would
Yep.
just call them manually from my phone because that's all I knew how to do.
Yep.
So that's what I did. And she said, "Yeah, I'm actually thinking about selling. The place was vacant. I think it got flooded during one of the winter storms in Texas.
Okay.
So yeah, it didn't. It wasn't like a 1, 2, 3 thing, but it took some follow up. But eventually, she called me and said, "Hey, I'm ready to sell. Excuse me, I'm ready to sell." And I said, "Okay." So I went over there, did the appointment. I wasn't that good at running comps and ARVs and what should I offer, but I was okay at it. I knew I could make money. It was a hot zip code in Houston, so I was like, I think I can
Nice.
do this.
So
So
wait, Rico, let me stop, dude. So you contact her, and there's a gap in between. How long did it took her to basically call you back? How many months?
man, I don't even
6
know.
months? 7 months?
Somewhere around there.
Okay. So, and the reason I point this out is because you guys got to understand right now what you're doing is you're planting these seeds, and you
Yeah.
just never know when you get those phone call. And a lot of you, dude, you quit like a little bitch before you get the phone call, right?
Yeah.
So if you would have quit 3 months in, guess what? You would have not made it.
You can't.
All right,
Yeah,
dude.
I mean, look, yeah, you gotta. It's called follow up for a reason, right? You gotta
Yep.
follow up, put the notes in there, and you can't make an excuse. Oh, I don't have a CRM. I don't know what that is. I was doing my notes in Google Sheets,
Yep. Same here.
So and just follow up. So she called me and said, "I'm ready." Right? I said,
Yep.
"Okay." So I went over there. I did the appointment, and yeah, I made her an offer. She didn't like the initial offer, but I anchored low enough to where I came up. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
see,
Wait. So hold on. So what was the asking price?
oh man, this is a while ago.
I know.
Um, let me see.
Roughly. Sure.
It's
So listen,
100,
Rick. What?
180,000.
Okay, so that was the asking price, and what was your first offer?
I think what did I anchor at? I man. So I don't want to be too far off on this.
Yeah,
Let me see if I can quickly find it.
sure. While Rico's finding that, for those of you, man, you're getting too stuck into like the whole systems and tools and all of that. Listen, man, it's all about just putting in the grind, putting in the work. Rico keep track of everything on the Google sheet. Guess what I did when I first started, man? 12 years ago, bro. Right? And I'm not a tech guy. When it has to do with computers, spreadsheets, and all that, dude, I'm like, man, please, such a headache. I keep everything on a notepad. That's where I started.
That's it.
And some of you might just have to start with that, dude.
Yeah.
Notepad, pen and paper, and let's rock and roll, baby. So you found out Rico?
I didn't find it, but I think I offered her like 130 or 135.
Okay, so 130 to 135. Okay, and then where did you end up locking it up at?
So she ends up texting me and she countered. So I got up to go to the restroom like at 2, 3 in the morning, and I see on my phone, I see a text, and all it said was 147,500.
Okay, damn. And you knew that was a deal.
That was a deal. Yeah. So I got a verbal, right? Kind of a, it wasn't
Right?
a contract, but I got a verbal agreement at that.
Got
And
it. Okay,
by the
so
way, I knew that still would work for my numbers. I could still assign it.
gotcha. Okay. And then you lock it up and then your earnest money deposit with the seller was $100, right?
Yep.
And then how long do you tie the contract up for?
It wasn't long. After I got the contract, it wasn't long, man.
To find the buyer?
No, not at all. I went to a Facebook group. I
Yep.
posted it in there. And at the time I was working. So when I first started work, I was like, okay, I want to post this before I start work. So I posted it somewhere around 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. By noon, it was assigned.
Damn. How much did you send it out for?
I marketed it for 169.
Okay.
And I ended up wholesaling it at 160.
Gotcha.
So that's
Damn,
where
bro.
the comes in.
Dude, 12K. Dude, 12K. Post at 7 a.m. noon. It was assigned to the buyer. And how much deposit? How big was the deposit that the buyer put down?
I believe I had 3,000.
Damn. Okay. So now the buyer. So did the buyer have to go see the property, or he bought it sight unseen?
No, he had to see the property. And what's funny is, so I was working right during when I posted it, but I didn't anticipate getting action that quickly. So I actually took a huge risk. I left my job to go show the cash buyer, because he was like calling me. He's like, I want to see it right now. I was like, and he's like, I'll take if it checks out, I'll take it for so much. I was like, man, I gotta go make this 12 G's, man. So I leave my job, I go show the buyer. And by the way, this goes back to your overall narrative. We're gonna talk about excuses for a second. At this particular time, King, I didn't have a car. So get this. I call the buyer. He's basically in. He has to go check it. He's like, can you go show it to me now? I don't have a car, right? So the buyer picks me up, takes us to the property, walks through, drops me back off at home, and I sent him an assignment and assigned it.
Bro, dude, how much? Bro, at that time, man, how much was in your bank account, bro?
Probably not much.
Damn. Okay, got you, man. So the buyer went there, did the inspections, everything was good. And
Yeah.
how quickly did you close on it?
Oh man, after that it was like 2-3 weeks.
Right around like about 15 days closing?
Yeah, somewhere in there. It was pretty quick.
Gotcha,
Once
man.
I got the contract, assignment came shortly thereafter, and then closing was pretty quick because the property was vacant. So it wasn't like we needed to, have a tenant come out or it was owner occupied. It was pretty quick after that.
Damn. Dude, well, all I got to say, man, great job. Well done, man. You made it happen.
Thank
So
you.
Rico, man, for those that are like new into the game, man, struggling, trying to get their first deal, knowing what you know now, and you've built a 6-figure wholesaling operations. Are you doing it virtually now?
Yep. Everybody's
Gotcha.
virtual.
So you're locking everything up? You lock everything under control of the phone?
Yeah, that's something else I like about what you do is everything is virtual. So that I like that as well. So yes.
Yeah, man.
Virtual.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, it just keeps the overhead low. No office space. You don't have to hire people from the US where you're paying them $20 or whatever, right? And they ask for a lot more just because of the cost of living here in America. Dude, people, VA in the Philippines, they start at $5 to $6 an hour. They're just cold caller. And then guess what? If you give them a bonus of like $100 to them, dude, that's a lot of money.
It goes a long way.
It goes a long way. So $100, $200, $300, dude, it goes a long way. But for the one that's in America, $100 might not be enough. They're asking for $1,000 to, But anyways, dude, it's irrelevant. The thing is that as long as the employee produce, who cares? You make me $1 million a year, I'll pay you 100 G's. Just like that. No worries, right? So it's irrelevant. But for me and for Rico, I just love the whole virtual business. Because I don't need office space. I don't need to go there. I don't need, right? Everything just online and virtual. Keeps the overhead down, but it also keeps me being able to go anywhere I want. You right? So the wife and I, we traveled to Vietnam for a month. We're there. Business was still operating. Everything was still going. VA was still cold calling. Leads were still coming in. Deal was closing completely virtual. We have meeting with them on Zoom and on Skypes. That's how we kind of manage the wife. She managed her VA.
Can I tell you a story about virtual?
Dude, go ahead.
Because you're big on that. I'm going to tell you something. Yeah. So my family lives in Illinois.
Okay.
I live in Texas.
Got it.
So my mom was giving me a haircut. Okay. She has her own salon. But anyways, she was cutting my hair and my VA was my acquisition manager. She was calling me about a lead. And she was like, okay, he's countering. What can we do? I was like, okay. I knew the ARV and everything. She already ran the comps. I was like, yeah, lock it up at this. Okay. As I'm in the seat getting a haircut, okay, I get a property locked under contract. Khang, I'm getting a haircut. And then this is what came of it. While I'm cutting hair, I made this.
Hold on, dude. 30,000 for a haircut, baby.
Khang, while I'm getting my haircut, getting that fade, I'm getting that check.
Hell to the yeah, bro. Rico, I love it, man. And the thing is, you know, you don't have to like get someone out there to go out to the property to negotiate with you. A lot of times you run into where you hire them on, you train them, you spend 3-4 months training them. They go out there. Guess what? Some of them, I'm not saying all of them, they'll go behind your back. They'll steal the deal from the company, all of that. These are VA from the Philippines. They're not going to do anything about the property, right? So, yeah, man. So anyways, man, I love the whole virtual because once you're able to go virtual, you're unstoppable, which means you're not limited to that city, that county, or just your state because you feel like you have to physically drive there, look at the property, negotiate. The time that you spent going out, meeting with the seller, it takes up, what, 1 hour, an hour and a half of your time already. How many of those appointments can you go on a day, right? And then to scale up, you have to, and then to scale up, you have to hire a lot more manpower, right? If you're doing, dude, 10, 15 appointment a day, that's a lot of manpower. That's a lot of guys and gals that's going on to these appointments. But if you're able to do it virtually, one phone call, getting his haircut, 30 G's, baby. So Rico, man, what are some tips, some advice, some knowledge that you can give to those that are starting out and try to get their first deal, man, knowing what you know now and everything you have learned, man?
Yeah, definitely. So I would recommend just educate, take action. Educate, take action. A lot of times people, you know, what's that term? What's that term where you're analysis paralysis? You know, you're just watching something, you watch another thing, and you're taking all this information in, but you haven't really taken action, right? So don't fall into analysis paralysis. Learn it, go do it, and don't worry about being perfect because I'm sure Khang wasn't perfect when he first started. I wasn't perfect when I first started. I look back and I would have do a lot of things differently. But the best way to learn is just go out there and do it. You know, get on the phone, ask if they want to sell, go to the property if you're starting out, and you know, do the appointment, make offers, get rejected. That's the best way to learn. So I recommend just don't waste any time. Go do it. You know, educate yourself, take action, and you know, a deal will come eventually.
Dude, I love it, man. And you're right. Looking back, and I got someone ask me, so Khang, were you this good when you first started, when you were negotiating with the seller? I said, no, I was horrible. And I remember recording my phone call, and the wife, she listened to me. She was right there next to me and listened to me talking to the seller. She said, Khang, you sound like a scam artist, dude. You sound like a con artist. She's like, there's no way anybody would sell their property to you, bro. You suck. And honestly, man, I was so bad. And that's why I laugh at some of the cold call role play that I do, because some of you remind me of me when I first started. I was like, damn, dude, right? So, but Rico said it, dude. You got to take imperfect action. And a lot of you, what's holding you back from taking action? Because number one, right, you think that you need to get everything figured out before you pull the trigger. And let me tell you, that will never come. Because you gotta take actions. You're gonna learn through experience. After your 10, 20, 30 phone call, you get better and better and better each time, right? You talk to a seller. And the worst thing that can happen to you in wholesaling, now I'm not giving you any legal advice, but the worst thing that can happen is you tie a property in a contract, you can't find a buyer, you went over the day that you promised the seller, which is your inspection day. All you do is you lose your earnest money deposit. In this case, Rico, worst case, lose $100. That's it. You never have to buy the property. You don't have to fix the property up. Unlike the fix and flipper, you brought the property for $100K, man. You go in there and it turns out that the rehab is not $30,000 but $60,000. Shit, right? So which means now you're probably taking a loss. But in wholesaling, the worst case, you cancel the contract, lose the $100, walk away, move on to the next deal.
That's it. Lose $100 but gain knowledge. Correct.
And you gain a lot of experience. I promise you, the next time you do it, you get that $100 back plus a 12 G's.
Exactly.
So, Rico, man, I know you're in Texas, dude. How can people connect with you, JV, do business, make that money together, dude?
Yeah, so I actually just started Instagram page, and
Nice.
I think pretty soon I'll start to post some content on there. But you can follow me at Rico Ramos _ RICCO RAMOS _ I don't have too much wholesaling content on there, but I'll be getting into that.
Nice. Rico, let me ask you a question because I want to give you a little piece of advice. Whether you take it or you don't, do whatever you want with it. But I want to shed some lights on you. The reason you're now getting into social media and building your brand, correct? Correct?
Yes.
Okay, because you do see the opportunity that branding is going to bring for you later on in the future, correct?
Correct.
Great. Same here. The best advice I can give you, you can listen to Gary Vee. You can also listen to Alex Hormozi. And he said, if you're just willing, dude, to spend the next 1 or 2 years just giving out free content, everything that you think, oh man, it's a secret, I need to keep it to myself, give it all away. And the more you can produce content where you're just giving a ton of information away, bro, that's how you build a massive following. But what you don't want to do, bro, is Alex Hormozi said it the best. And that's why he blow up. So you know who he is?
I don't.
Dude, Alex Hormozi, bro. Go YouTube or Google him. Dude, the guy blew up. The guy run like $100 million company. The guy's a beast. And just like Gary Vee, he's so the quickest way, man, to lose at a personal game is that once you start to post and then you monetize. You know, because if you go and check all the accounts that have like 5,000 followers, 10,000 followers, I promise you, majority of them gives a tiny bit of information, but majority of time they're pitching their courses, pitching their coaching, pitching their products. They're pitching you something all the time, and that's why they cannot grow big, and that's how you lose as a personal brand. A lot of people want the money today, but they can't wait until get the money later. That's why Gary Vee came out with the book called Jab, Jab, Right Punch, because he's all about focus on giving. And then when you ask, I promise you, dude, you make all that money back, but you build a much more stronger and a bigger brand.
Wow.
For yourself.
That's good advice.
Okay? So that's all I got to give you, man. Do whatever you want with it, but that's up to you, right? I don't have, so majority of people you don't see have 4 million followers on social media. Right, my TikTok, dude, 3.2 million. I grew. So for the first year on TikTok, I didn't ask for anything. I didn't pitch my course. I didn't pitch my coaching. Didn't pitch anything. All I did was just giving free content, dude, and that's how I grew over 1 million follower within 1 year.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yep. So, anyways, bro, but the information's there. It's up to you, dude. Rico, what is your Instagram, man?
Yeah, at Rico Ramos _ RICCO RAMOS _ Instagram.
Rico. One last thing, man. Let's what, bro?
Let's go get this money.
Rico, thank you so much, man. I appreciate your time, dude.
Dad, thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Yep, take care, bro. Anyways, you guys, for those of you who's watching all the way to the end, I appreciate the love, the support, and I do. So for those of you who's new into the game, you're like, Khang, I'm still confused, lost. I don't know where to start. Could you help me out a little bit more? Here's a free training that I created just for you. Go to WTMclass.com. It's a 15-minute video where I break down the step, the process, and showing you how to get this money. So once again, the info's there. The choice is yours. Good luck. Looking forward to seeing you on the next wholesale deal interview. Until next time, my friend, take care and ciao.